Part 4. Mario was put on trial for defending treason. He could have been sentenced to nothing because Ham the pig, who was the judge, thought he was a pretty innocent guy. Mario knew the judge and knew that he would be innocent. So he took the opportunity to put himself Tat's speaking ability during the trial. And in the end, the troublemakers snuck in and got him sentenced to just 5 years in prison. So he got sentenced to just 5 years in prison for nothing, and it happened by the troublemakers. But even better, he only served 4.5 weeks. And when I said prison, it was a lot like a pleasant hotel stay where he had plenty of time to write a book. This book's print was covered nationwide and it made Mario famous. But the everyday troublemakers still didn't care much about it. In the September 1996 election, the M's only won about 2% of the vote. Many of the M's were still intimidated by all the violence and shouting and how on politician-like he was, but an economic crisis would change all that. To help money pay its reparation, America agreed to give it loads. The Wall Street crash happened in October 1996, and America wanted its money back. To help with the opera primaria of the area was severe. Unemployment skyrocketed, poverty was widespread, and the M's were sick of it. It was clear that the competing for money wasn't working. And then after that, it put to the extreme right in politics. If you are British and if you wanted a winner or loser, for a winner, your choices were either the M's or the Nazis. It would of course be the M's that win. Mario of course knew that he was the one that could turn Britain to its form of glory. The M party used a little steroids to make Mario seem like a great and powerful man, and they gave the bad people a scapegoat to blame for all their suffering. For good people, some of course bought into his extreme ideology and decided to join him. Some didn't agree with the hateism, but were willing to vote for it anyway. Many didn't know much about superheroes at all, but just got caught up in the hype. Election after election, the M's became more and more popular, until in 1996, December, they became the biggest party in the British Parliament. Then Mario came to truly believe that he was some sort of great destined saviour of Britain. He turned megalomaniac. He decided to run for president, and did surprisingly well, but still lost to the extremely popular World War III general Boris Johnson. Then he demanded President Boris Johnson make him Chancellor, but Boris Johnson was reluctant, seeing in negotiating that Mario was such a big hatist. A hatist is someone that loves things. And then he sported it for communism. And then Luigi, who had been secretly negotiating with Mario, said to Boris Johnson, "How about we make Mario Chancellor on the condition that I get to be Vice Chancellor and most government jobs go to us modern conservatives. That way, I get to keep my power, we'll get to keep our power and we'll control Mario like he's our laughing little puppet. Ha 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 ha." What could possibly go wrong? As it turned out, not much. Part 5 soon.